Bonjour classe, hello class. Aujourd'hui, on va parler au sujet de la classe. So today we are going to talk about the classroom and things that you might find in a classroom. And so with that, let's go ahead and get started. So la première mot, the first word is dans la salle de classe. And so this looks like a really big word, but it really is only a couple words. So we have dans, which means in, and la salle de classe, which means the classroom. So dans means in, and la salle de classe means the classroom. So literally, la salle de classe is literally the room of class. If that helps break it down for you. En premier, on a un bureau, and so un bureau is a desk. So something that would be like my desk or Miss Burrow's desk or things like that. Et puis une carte. Une carte, c'est facile, that's a map. Ça, c'est un livre. So this is a book, un livre. And it's going to be super helpful if you can remember that this is the masculine form of a, and that une carte was une, the feminine form of a. So this is going to be helpful going forward, especially when we start talking about more things, knowing that une means a and it's feminine, and un means a and it's masculine. So super helpful. Just get it in your brains now that un means something that's masculine and une is something that's feminine. Et puis, ça c'est une chaise. So this is a chair. Une chaise is feminine. So chair is feminine in French. So une chaise is a chair. Et puis, ça c'est une fille. And then this is a girl. So une fille is a girl. And une élève is a student who's a girl. So that's why it's super important to know the masculine or the feminine, especially when we talk about our next word, knowing that une is feminine and un is masculine. So we have un garçon, which means a boy, and un élève, which means a boy student or a student that's a boy. So the only difference between this word and this word was the un or the une. So that's super helpful to know that un garçon means a boy and un élève is a student that's a boy. So remember that un is something that's masculine and une is something that's feminine. Et puis, and next we have une fenêtre. Une fenêtre is a window. Une fenêtre. Et puis, and then un lecteur de CD ou un lecteur de DVD. So this is kind of old and you might not have one in your house, but it'd be helpful to maybe go around and look for it. It's pretty nostalgic. So un lecteur de CD is a CD player. So un lecteur is a player. So un lecteur de CD is a CD player. And un lecteur de DVD is a DVD player. So that's why it's helpful to know the alphabet, because all you do is say the letters. So like CD, like we say in English, say day, and DVD, we say DVD. So super helpful to know the alphabet. If you don't remember it, you should refresh yourself on it. Et puis, ça c'est un ordinateur. Ordinateur is the word for computer. Now, not necessarily a desktop computer like what's pictured here, but an ordinateur in general, a computer in general, like a laptop or a desktop, it doesn't matter, just un ordinateur. And so un ordinateur is computer, and remember that that's masculine. Et ça, in this, c'est une porte. This is a door, so une porte. Kind of think of it like a portal. When you have a portal, you're going someplace new, I guess. So une porte is a door, and that's femina, that's feminine. So une porte, door. Et puis, un poster, c'est facile, that's easy. Un poster is a poster. Et ça, c'est une professeur. So professor kind of looks like professor, and that's pretty much what it means. It just means teacher or professor. So in high school, you'd usually say the word teacher, like you wouldn't call me a professor. But if you were in college, you might say professor. It just means the same thing. The only difference between a female teacher and a male teacher is this word right here. So une goes with the feminine teacher, so une professeur. So I would be un professeur. But if we were talking about Mr. Maloger or Mr. Dehan or a teacher like that, we would say un professeur. And so un professeur is a teacher that's a male. So the only difference between a male teacher and a female teacher is the un or the une. So that's super helpful to know, especially if you're trying to address me or you're trying to address like Mr. Klein or something like, or somebody like that. You don't want to call them the wrong gender. Et ça, c'est une table. Une table is facile. That's a table. So une table is a table. Et puis, un tableau. Un tableau is a whiteboard. Technically, it means chalkboard, like a blackboard, but those don't really exist in classrooms anymore. So a lot of teachers have just adapted this word to mean whiteboard. However, you might still hear some teachers say un tableau blanc for whiteboard, like literally a chalkboard that's white. But I will just say un tableau for the whiteboard too. Et puis, ça c'est une télévision. Une télévision is facile. It's a TV. You have to remember these accents. I know you don't know what they mean just yet. However, they change the meaning of some words, so they're super important to know. And those are going to start counting on quizzes and tests, so make sure that you're remembering what those accents look like and which way they go. And then use your accent shortcut keys, little cheat sheet, in order to type those in. So des phrases, so some phrases. We have to ask about things in the classroom. We would use il y a. So il y a means is there or are there. So I could ask you the question, il y a une télévision? Is there a TV? And you could respond with oui, il y a. Yes, there is. So oui, il y a une télévision. Yes, there is a TV. Or non, il n'y a pas de télévision. So no, there is not, or there are not TVs. So when you're saying something and it's negative, so this means negative, right? We're saying that there isn't something. We take that un or that une and it gets replaced with de. So instead of saying oui, il y a une télévision, you say no, il n'y a pas de télévision, and then there's no un or une attached to it. Et puis, il y a. So I want to ask you some questions and have you tell me whether or not these are some things that you would see in a normal classroom. So en premier, first off, we have un poisson. Un poisson is a fish. So il y a un poisson. Il y a un livre. What was un livre? Oui, a book. So I'm asking, was there a book? Il y a un téléphone. What do you think un téléphone is? Oui, a telephone. Et puis un ordinateur. Il y a un ordinateur. Il y a un professeur. Or, il y a un professeur. Il y a une chaise. Or il y a un girafe. So that's pretty much it for today. Go through this PowerPoint or this video one more time. I'll post the Prezi in Google Classroom as well. Si vous avez des questions, if you have questions, send me an email. Et c'est tout. À plus. See you later.